Hello, welcome. My name is Callan and we'll be going through a restorative yoga practice today, which is safe for pregnancy. Restorative yoga is a really amazing, calming, restful practice that we can integrate into our busy lives to take some time for some self-care and to really just relax our whole system, to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, and just carve out this time to be able to unwind and de-stress. Restorative yoga, you do need props for. If you don't own any of these props here, you can makeshift props out of your own things that you have laying around the house, like blankets, pillows, towels. So gather as many of those things as you can and just bring them into a pile at the side. We'll be using a bolster, so this could be a rolled up blanket, a couple extra blankets, and we may use 2 blocks or 1 block. If you don't have blocks, you can stack books. So just pause your video, gather your props, and meet me in a seated position on your mat. Start to allow the whole body to settle and to slow down. And just invite the whole body to soften. If you haven't already, you can close down the eyes or have a soft gaze to the floor. Start to become very aware of any sensations that are arising. Soften all the edges of your body. Notice the different layers in your body. How does your skin feel? How do your muscles feel? Your bones, your joints, your blood? Be completely hyper aware of the physical body. Softly flutter your eyes open, and we'll come into our first restorative posture. So restorative yoga, you're basically making a fort of comfort that's going to be able to support your body. So you may want 1 or 2 blocks, numerous books, depending how high you want your pose to be. We'll be going into a supported child's pose. So I'm just going to put my 2 blocks like this. If you wanted, you could put the 2 blocks on this height, make it any height that you want. Basically, we just want to create a little bit of an angle with our bolster, so we're not lying right down. Place the bolster lengthwise as such, or a rolled up blanket. Place it there. And then bring your knees on either side of the bolster. You'll be leaving lots of space here for baby. And you can take one cheek down to the bolster, hands down by the sides, and just start to allow the body to settle here. If this doesn't feel really good, you can try widening your knees further apart, bringing them closer together. Try moving the bolster up a little bit away from you. Just make any little micro adjustments that you need to make this as comfortable as possible. So just start to settle. You may want to place another blanket on your lower back or across your whole body if you tend to get a little bit chilly. And just close your eyes. If any thoughts are coming up for you, you can just allow them to be in the space that they're going to come into. Allow them to go wherever they need to go. but just don't hold on to them. Don't place any judgment upon them. If you need something to focus on, just focus on your breath. Feel free to pad under the arms or the knees with extra blankets if needed. And slowly switch to the opposite cheek, just to keep things even on the neck. your own time. With grace, make your way up, emerge from the posture. And if there's any sort of movements you'd like to take at this time, please do. And we can actually leave the props as they are for our next position. You can lower this angle, you can make this angle higher, just see how it feels for you. We do usually want it a bit higher in pregnancy, just in case you're experiencing something like heartburn. It's nice to be lifted up like this. And then there'll be a few options for the legs. If you have some blankets, it's nice to put blankets at the sides, either for your arms that will be open, or it can be for your knees. You can put under your knees as well with a few different options that I'll give you. So blankets are good to have here. I also really like to have a blanket on my body as well. So you'll come to sit right at the base of the bolster and then just lean back. See how that feels, adjust the height if needed. And this is the full variation of Reclined Goddess, bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees wide. If you want some support under the sides of the knees, you can place your blanket there, or the blanket at the top can be for the arm. And then I like to have arms out with palms facing up. If it feels good for you to hold on to baby during this time and then maybe supporting under the elbows so your arms aren't hanging, you can place the arms and hands anywhere. If this leg position doesn't feel good for you to start off with, you can straighten the legs out and allow the feet to flop out naturally to the sides. And then one other option is bending into the knees, bringing the feet wide and allowing the knees to fall in towards one another. So choose one of those three options. And a blanket over the body is nice. You can also put a blanket just on top of belly and baby, which is also really relaxing for the nervous system. You may want socks. If you don't have socks, you can go grab some socks. The body tends to cool a bit as we start to relax. And then just allow the eyes to draw shut. And to let go as much as possible as you melt into this pose. Start to deepen your breath. And invite some gentle movement into the fingers and toes. Roll into your wrists and ankles. You can come to the left-hand side. With the help of your hands, use them for support. You can come up into seated. We'll take our bolster. You can move your books or your blocks to the side. And we'll come to lay on the left-hand side. If you prefer to lay on the right, you can. It's just recommended that left is best for pregnancy, but either side is fine. And your bolster can just go at the side of your mat. And you can play around with what feels best for you. You may want to straighten the left arm. And I like to use a blanket here to support my head. And then straighten the left leg, bend into the right knee, place it on the bolster. Use your blanket to get comfortable. And then your right hand can go anywhere that feels good. It can even go down on your side. Just make any little micro adjustments that you need to find more space here, find more comfort. And start to settle.
than welcome to stay in rest for as long as you need. The longer, the better. Otherwise, you can make your way out of our side-lying shavasana and into a seated position on the mat. Just get yourself comfortable and cozy here. You can create a little cup with your palms in your lap. Lift the chest slightly, close the eyes. Allow the shoulders to soften down the back. Relax all the muscles in your face. Consciously really tap in to anything that you're feeling, just as an observer of the body, as an explorer of the mind. And just lean right in. Bring your hands to baby. Encapsulate the womb with each one of your breaths, sending loving kindness, healing energy to the space that baby is in. The more you can put yourself in this state of peace, the more baby will join you there. You can release the hands from the belly, bring the palms right together. And just thank yourself for taking time to allow your body to reset. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, whatever you're doing. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today. Hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you could give it a like, comment below, or subscribe to my channel, that will help me to be able to create more content for you. Thanks so much. Namaste.